Paul, plenty of positives come out Tuesday night, I'm guessing.
Yeah, really good. Scored 3 goals, clean sheet. Kept the home form going. I thought for the first hour we were fantastic, front-footed, played forward, scored our goals. Really positive night.
Obviously, Dorking away on Saturday. I think it's 24 points you picked up so far this season, 19 at home, 5 away. That's obviously something that needs to change, isn't it?
Yeah. Some of those games, we spoke about it before, some of those games we shouldn't have lost, some we should have. It's always different going away from home, so it's a tough pitch at Dorking as well. They're a very good team and they've had a tremendous amount of success over the past 10, 15 years. It's a difficult place to go, but we'll go there confident and looking to win the game.
What are the biggest threats they bring?
Well, they've got a tremendous amount of experience. They've got a lot of players who have played Football League. Listen, they're a good team. They know what they do. They'll be right up there at the end of the year, that's for sure. I think experience is their biggest thing. They've got pace in wide areas as well, so it's something we'll have to look at. And they're good at winning. They're used to success, so it's a very good habit to have.
How important is the first goal? Because you have had a tendency to go behind in games, haven't you?
I think there's a very high. I don't know what the stat is. It's a very high stat that if you score the first goal, you don't always guarantee to win the game, but you very rarely lose it. So it's first goal is important in any game of football. You're quite right.
How are you looking injury-wise?
Cody Cook and Nashi Sundari.
And what, Cody's still early December? Is that?
I don't know the time frame on it, Alan, but he won't be available for the near future.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you, Paul.
Cheers, thank you.
I don't want to dwell on Chesham game on Saturday, lines drawn under that, but you couldn't hide your frustration after the game at the way the home team played the game. There's a lot of dark arts, a lot of gamesmanship goes on there. Could you ever foresee a time when you would send a team out to play that way?
No, but the dark arts are there, and game management is there. I've got no qualms with that's what Chesham do and it works for them, and I would never disrespect another manager or a team. That's their prerogative totally. We had to be better to overcome that. So I don't think it's not what I would do, but that's what I do right every single time. No, so it's what works for Chesham, and fair play.
Moving on to Tuesday, quality goals, there was some quality football played certainly in the first half. Second half was all about safeguarding that, wasn't it? I mean, everybody wants you to go gung-ho, but then if you conceded a goal, they wouldn't have been happy with that either. Safeguarding a 3-0 is better than putting it at risk, isn't it?
Can't please everybody all the time. It's tough, isn't it? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, It's I thought for the first half especially, but the first 15 minutes of the second half, Jordan Young's had a great chance. They had a great block. Louis Dennis has scored. We were in the ascendancy. We were playing well. I said on Tuesday night I made the subs a little bit too early. I shouldn't have brought Sonny Fish on as early as that because of what he exerted himself on the Saturday. That's on me. I took MJ off too early. That's on me. And it disrupted the flow of the game. Another thing as well, what people have to remember, it's very, very easy to start playing football when you're 3-0 down. I've played in lots and lots of teams that have been getting a doing at half time, come out and all of a sudden second half I'm a good player because I'm not fearful of making a mistake anymore. So I didn't tell the boys to sit in and shut up shop. It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And I'm done trying to please everybody all the time. It's an impossible task.
One more from me. The positives included Sonny Fish on Saturday and on Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Got some good minutes, and I think he impressed a lot of people.
It's going to take him time. I've got a tremendous amount of belief in him. I think the word, I love him to bits. And like I said, he's worked so hard. I felt I did him a disservice on Tuesday night, putting him on too early. Sonny won't think that. But it's going to take him time. And I actually thought he looked very strong against Chesham. Maybe that was, you know, his first game back and the exuberance of it, and just the adrenaline of getting through it. But look, he's trained today. He'll train tomorrow. He's fit. Really happy for him.
He didn't hesitate to stick up for his teammates when it got a bit physical towards the end either, did he?
No, he's not backward in coming forward. No.
Last week you told us Kean Dillon is due to finish his loan after the Dorking game. If that happens and Sonny Fish is still coming back from injury, that puts a lot of workload presumably on Louis Dennis. Have you got any plans maybe to look to strengthen, or are you going to try and go with what you got?
We've still got conversations to be had with QPR, and there's always plans. If that doesn't work out, there's always plans, Clive. Yeah. So, but you're right. It would put too much strain on LD, and Sonny's not right. Sorry, he's not ready to play that amount of minutes. So now you're quite right.
Do you feel as though 2 games in a week's a bit much for Louis generally?
I don't know. We've got to manage minutes on everybody. We're actually a very small squad, and we're only a couple of injuries away again from being quite depleted. So yeah, we speak about it a lot, don't we? It's a balancing act, minutes-wise. That's why Louis didn't start against Chesham, and we took him off with 20 minutes to go against Chippenham.
Thanks.
The goal that Sonny Blue scored, although they tried to give it to Magic,
I see that.
he took it so well, didn't he? He's got that, hasn't he? We should see more of that as the season goes on.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
he's an excellent player. He's not a defensive midfielder, and I feel he's obviously had his injury, didn't he, against Maidstone. He's coming back to not clinically fit. You can see his match fitness is getting better. I think he ran over 13 kilometres on Tuesday. That's a hell of a shift for a midfielder. That's a hell of a shift. His goal was fantastic, and he's got real good quality in forward areas. And we had a chat, me and him, before the game on Tuesday, and just take the shackles off a little bit. Don't, play with it. He's a bit more of a freedom player, and I thought you could see that in the first half, especially against Chippenham.
You've got quite a wealth of experience and talent in that midfield sort of area across the front side as well. How easy is it to know where to place each part of the jigsaw, if you know what I mean? Because they can all do different things.
Just put their names in a hat, shut your eyes, and just pull it out. Yeah, they all bring something different. You're quite right. I think it's whoever's in form at the time, who's suffering from fatigue, who's had a heavy load put on them. The opposition, it's no, I'm happy with the choices I've got. I'd rather have the choices than not have the choices, Rich.
Although we haven't, it's not as if we've been playing them for donkey's years. It feels as if us and Dorking are sort of old rivals in a way.
Okay.
Do you have that sort of us and?
I've only managed against them twice.
There you go.
Yeah. So I wasn't aware of that.
No. It's. But is this a game that their manager is quite a character, isn't he? Is this a game that you've looked at in the calendar and say, there we are, Dorking away. Look forward to that one, or is
no, I don't think.
Not really.
I don't think I look at any fixture like that. I'm a huge believer in the next game. Next game's Dorking away. I think what they've done as a club, I think's tremendous. Is to achieve what they've achieved in a relatively short space of time is fantastic. I think it's great the media coverage they have, and what the manager does there. I think it's good for football. I think it's good for the league as well. I think it puts the league out there. So I only concentrate on Dorking away when within 10 minutes of the final whistle going against Chippenham. So whether that's right or wrong, that's the way I do it.
No. You wouldn't have said any different if it was Farnborough or anybody else.
I wouldn't have said any different if we was away to Man United in the FA Cup, which would take some doing for Paul Wotton to get there with my record.
I think he probably would say it.
Yeah.
You partly answered this with Richard's question about the midfield pool of players, but people around me on the popular side on Tuesday were a bit surprised that Matt Jay doesn't start as much. She said he took him off too early. given his experience, you mentioned Dorking with experience, he's got the Football League experience again. So, would you summarise his role moving forward?
Matt Jay's a player that I rate very, very highly. And he comes into that equation of the forward players and when to play them and when not to play them. So I thought he was very good on Tuesday night.
Plastic pitch, here we go again. They're different types, aren't they? Is this one of the better ones as far as you know, or is it not one of the better ones?
No, Dave, no. No, it's very poor.
Yeah.
It's really poor.
From what you want to do on a pitch.
It's just a poor football pitch.
Yeah.
I think their manager would be in total agreement with me. There's more rubber on it than there is blades of AstroTurf. It's very, very poor in my opinion.
But you've had to handle similar things in the past, maybe not quite.
There's always an obstacle in your way and you just got to overcome it, and we're playing Dorking away on Saturday on that pitch. It ain't going to change. So but you're quite right, I don't think it's a good surface at all.
No. Well, you've had a good day of training today, Paul, haven't you, in the wind and the rain?
Storm Benji visited us.
Do you quite enjoy sessions like that? When it gets like that?
Who enjoys that?
Well, yeah, but do you like to look around and see who's at
I'm hanging on to this with dear life, Dave. It's no good. It's no good in that wind up there. But yes, again, that was today's obstacle. We overcome it, so it's all good. Boys are in a good place. Boys are. I say it every week. They're a joy to coach. We've got a really good group. Really good group.
Thought that on Tuesday night, the combination of Dreyer and Dyer, do you feel that they're getting back, in quotes, to how they were at the end of last season?
Yeah.
I know it's easy to say that after a 3-0 win and a few clean sheets, but
yeah.
They were so good at the end of last season, weren't they? And with all those clean sheets, are you hoping, stroke thinking, that they're back to getting back to where?
Yeah, I think so. They're obviously a very good partnership. Individually, I thought they both played very well on Tuesday night, especially first half when they were very aggressive and front-footed. I just think they're two of the best centre-backs in the league, and I'm very lucky to have them. I think earlier in the season, I don't know if it was individually they were playing, there's things that happen off a football pitch as well that dictate how a player plays sometimes, which is private stuff. So they've come through it. I think as a team we've come through that spell of conceding very, very silly goals, touch wood. Individual error is a huge part of it. But overall I'm pleased with all the boys. I think that, but you're quite right about Dyer and Dreyer, and that if your centre-backs are playing well in any game, you've got half a chance.
Will you be watching the derby tonight, Paul?
I will. I will. But I'll have to catch up on traitors afterwards.
Yeah.
But I will be watching it, yeah.
With that in mind, how different were those games for you, being a Plymouth lad? Did you approach it differently to the rest of the team? Did you gee them up differently because it was? How do players today, do you think, appreciate the significance of these local derbies?
I don't know. I don't know if they're as... This is going to sound awful. I don't know if they're as fierce as they once were. The fans, it is. To the people of Plymouth and the people of Exeter. I think it helps if you've got some homegrown players in the team, definitely. I'm just not sure they're as... On the pitch, I'm just not sure they're as fierce. And now that's maybe you could get away with more on the pitch when I played as well. I fully understand you get booked for next to nothing nowadays, and you'd probably end up with 4 or 5 players off the pitch. But I enjoyed them. I thought they were fantastic occasions. I miss them. They were good. Good to play them.